Welcome to Shweta B classes, and in this particular video we will discuss about a Capgemini or Capgemini Exceller recruitment pattern. Okay, so both are one another same. Well, thank you so much before that for the love that you showed for the Accenture pattern paper, and say based on that today I came up with a Capgemini pattern paper, and in the next class we'll discuss about a TCS Digital, TCS Ninja, TCS NQT, all those things. Well, and you can trust me with this particular thing. Why? Because I go for a different colleges to give a placement training, so that's how I know the idea, or I have the idea about all these pattern papers, so you can trust me and go ahead. Okay, well, let's start. Now the next thing is what all things that we are going to discuss here when I say a pattern paper. Okay, so the first thing I have already written, that is the eligibility criteria. But along with the eligibility criteria, what all things that we discuss. Okay, one, we will discuss about the eligibility criteria. Okay, and the next thing that we will discuss is how many total number of rounds that you need to attend to clear the Capgemini placement paper, and we will also detail each and every round in detail. Okay, and we will also discuss about the interview process here, and at the last and not the least, we will also discuss what are the salary packages which are provided for the different type of the job or the different type of the post that the Capgemini is offering. Okay, so instead of delaying, what are the information that you are going to get in this particular video that I already gave you the brief, let's start with it. Okay, now the first thing is the eligibility criteria. When I say eligibility criteria, for this graduates can apply and the postgraduates can also apply, and the next thing is the mark should be 60% is kept as a criteria, that is throughout your academics, in the sense even 10th and 12th standard marks will should also be more than 60% is what is mentioned, but it might change for few colleges, so don't take this as a final decision. Well, and one more important thing is you should not have any active backlogs to attend the Capgemini. That's the one more important thing. Now the next thing that we will discuss is how many rounds that you need to clear to enter. Okay, so when I talk about a Capgemini online, okay, when I say online and the interview process, the first thing that you need to write is you need to write an online written test, and next is technical interview and HR interview. Well, and there are totally 3 type of posts that Capgemini is offering. In that, for one post you will enter directly the HR round, and for 2 posts you have to write technical, you need to attend technical plus HR round. Okay, so what it is, how it is, and all those things we'll discuss. Well, but as of now, these are the total number of rounds that you need to clear. Well, okay, let's get started. Now the first round that I mentioned here is online written test that you need to write. So when I say online written test, there are total 6 tests that you need to clear here. One is a game based aptitude test, and the second one is the English communication test, and the third one is technical, that is pseudocode and a data structure will be included, technical test, and a behavioral test, spoken English test, and a coding test. Okay, so these are the total 6 online written tests that you need to write when you talk about a Capgemini placement paper. So this time I will also include this particular PPT in the description. You can directly download it and use it. Okay, well, let's get started with the next one. Next is, I told you there are total 6 number of rounds, correct? Now for which round, what is the total number of questions will be asked and what is the time, that we discuss. The first one is a game based aptitude test. Okay, game based aptitude test and English communication test, you are going to write it together. Here total 24 games will be there, and out of 24 games you can choose 4 games. Okay, computer will suggest you 4 games, and it will also show you a demo on how you need to attend those particular games, and time will be allotted like 5 to 6 minutes for each game and you need to attend that particular game. So in total 25 to 30 minutes of time will be allotted, and you need to finish all those 4 aptitude based games. Okay. And the next one is the English communication test will also be taken once after you finish the aptitude test. It might interchange also. Okay. Here total 30 questions will be given and the time allotted will be 30 minutes. Now once you clear this particular round, next you will be going for a technical round where the questions on pseudocode and the data structure will be given. It is again a multiple choice questions. So 40 to 45 questions will be given to you. So it varies slightly. It can be 40 or sometimes it will be 45. Mostly go with the 45. And total 45 minutes will be given for you to attend this particular test. And once you clear technical test, then you will be writing a behavioral test. For this total 100 questions will be given, but time is not yet decided and not yet given. So I have not mentioned any time over here. And the next thing, once you clear all these 4 rounds, then you will be entering a spoken English round. Okay. And if you clear for this also, no number of questions and total number of minutes have not been allotted. So that's why I have not mentioned both of them. But this round will be there and it has a high importance. Okay, it has a good importance in this particular in this particular online written test, and you need to clear it. Okay, there is no such option key you can skip. No, all of them have a equal importance and you need to clear all these 5 rounds to go to the coding test. Okay, understood? So if you have to write a coding test, you need to clear all the above 5 tests and then you will be entering a coding test. Here total 2 questions will be given and the total time allotted will be 45 minutes. Okay, so you need to clear 2 questions in 45. You need to write 2 codes in 45 minutes, then you will be finished, done. Then you are done with the coding round. Okay, so I hope you understood all this online written test. Okay, the number of questions and the time allotted. Now we will discuss about the each and every round in detail. Okay. Well, the next thing that we will discuss is what type of recruitment will be done. Before I get or enter into which type of questions will be asked and what is the syllabus, first let me discuss about the recruitment type. Okay, so total there are 3 posts that are offered to you. One is the analyst and second one is the analyst star and next one is the senior analyst. Okay, when I say analyst, the package which is offered is 4.25 lakh per annum. Okay, when I say analyst star, total the package which is offered is 5.75 lakh per annum, and for senior analyst 7.5 lakh per annum package will be offered. Now to get all these packages, what is the criteria? If you see here in the last slide, suppose if you clear all these 5 rounds and you just have to, and you are not so good with the coding round, then you will be directly going for a HR round. I told you in the last slide key for one post only HR round will be offered, and what is that post? That is a analyst post. Okay, for this round, once you clear all the rounds all the way till spoken English, here you will not be writing any coding round. You can directly enter into an HR round. Based on your HR round or in your HR interview, 4.25 lakh package will be available or offered to you. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Now if you are good with the technical and you go with the technical round, that is a coding round. Once you go for a coding round, in the coding round, suppose you are able to write only one coding question and the second one you couldn't write it. Okay, then again you will go for a next round, that is technical plus HR round will be conducted, and based on your interview your package will be 5.75 lakh per annum. Now you write both the codes correct. Okay, both the codes you executed, then again you will enter a technical plus HR round, and based on your interview total of 7.5 lakh per annum package will be offered to you. Okay, So I hope you got an idea about this. Well, this is about the salary and all those things. Now the next most important thing is, to get all these salary and all, you need to write a test, right? You need to clear that online written test. That is very, very, very important. Okay, so let's discuss about that now. In that, the first round which I said is a game based aptitude test. Here you need to write you need to solve 4 games out of 24 in the time limit of 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so why I'm giving here 25 to 30 minutes is because you can, whenever 4 games that you choose, for that the demo games will also be displayed over there, and you can watch those demo games as many times as you want, and that's the reason this time varies. Okay, and what kind of games will be given here? When I say aptitude test, game based aptitude test, right? Here there is no aptitude test. Here only game based aptitude test is there in the Capgemini. Okay, so the challenges will be grid challenges. These are few. There might be any more also. Digit challenges will be given. Switch challenges will be given. Motion challenge will be given. And doesn't fit the rule. If anything doesn't fit the rule, even that is given as a game. And there is something called as inductive logical thinking. So even that will be given. And deductive logical thinking. Deductive is nothing but removing that one parameter. Here it is inducing that one parameter. So these are the 2 rounds which will be given over here. Okay, so when I start with the aptitude classes, at that time I will talk about all these challenges. Okay, so as of now, these are the things which will be given over when I say a game based aptitude test. Okay, well, let's go to our next one now. Next one is the English communication test. Now when I say English communication test, here the questions will be based on sentence correction, prepositions, and a basic grammar. When I say a grammar, a basic grammar, and then reading comprehensions. The questions will be on synonyms and antonyms, speech and tenses, articles, sentence selection, error spotting or spotting error, and sentence completion. Okay, so this is the syllabus for your English communication test. Okay, well, now next go to so when I say English communication test, which as I already said, total 30 questions will be given and 30 minutes will be given for you to attend the test. Okay, now the next one and the most important one is technical round, because even though you clear a game based aptitude test and you clear the English communication test, you have to attend the technical pseudocode test also. Okay, so when I say technical pseudocode, here the questions will be based on pseudocode, data structures, algorithms, okay, fundamentals of database, cloud and networking. This is something which is new. You also need to know about the basic cloud and networking also. Okay, well, okay. Now next thing we will discuss. Well, as I told you, in a technical, the questions might vary from 40 to 45 and the time allotted will be 45 minutes. Okay, and the next round is a behavioral test. So here the total time is not allotted and the name itself is a behavioral test. They'll be asking you a question, but approximately some 100 questions will be given of a multiple choice. Okay, and the next one is the spoken. Once you clear all those 4 rounds, you will be entering a spoken English round. Here the questions will be based on the grammar and the reading comprehension. They might also give you a written test, and sometimes there will be something called as listening, and you need to reflect it or respond to it. Listening and speaking. Okay, so spoken English means here the way you speak will also be tested. Okay, so these are the 4 rounds. And the next and the most and very, very important round is a coding round. If you are going for a senior analyst or analyst star with a good package of 7.5 or 5.75 package LPA. Okay, so in the coding round, 2 questions will be given and the total 45 minutes of time will be given. Okay, and you can write the code in C or in C++ or in Java or in Python. Any of these 4 languages, whichever the language that you are comfortable with, you can write the code in that particular language. Okay, now once you clear all these rounds, it's like you are almost selected now. Okay, only thing that you enter next is your technical and the HR round. Okay, that is your interview. Okay, and if you perform very well in your interview, so based on your interview, the performance in interview, you will be selected or rejected, or your whatever the package which is given might vary slightly. Okay, it might become 5.75 or you might get 7.5 lakh package. It all depends on your interview. Okay, along with the coding round. Well, so this is all about the Capgemini pattern paper. I hope you understood, and if you have any doubts, you can always comment. Okay, you can let me know, and I'll try to reply to all your comments and clarify all your doubts. Okay, anyhow, I'll be attaching this particular PPT in the description, and you can refer to this as well. Okay, so well, thank you so much guys, and if you like this particular video, please do like, share and subscribe, so that I will also get a motivation to come up with the more videos of this kind. Okay, well, that's it for the today's class, and in the next class, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, in another 1 or 2 days, we will discuss about a TCS pattern paper. Okay, well, thank you so much guys. See you in the next video.